EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. He finds Humphries. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
50 seconds, come on. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check 99. Where are they, team? Switch.
A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Joker.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now the second down throw on target. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check three, check three, check three. 53.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
You got nothing. Protect. Three. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
A second down run with Lewis. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota, and this is going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. Hey, alert. Run. Come. Peek in. Hey, orbit. Mike, 54.
Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. on 2nd and 16. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180! March by 4. Exit, exit. Check the backer. Hey, alert 3.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, son.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry the intended target. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, check Mike 57. Check tight. 57. Mike 57.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Set. 180. 54. Right. 54. Here we go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180. 54. Kings. What's up?
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota gives to Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 13. Check 13.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all rip, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
King. Check Mike. Watching it fly.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the slant.
Point it right. My God!
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Staying open. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Where are they, team?
Check 53's Mike.
I'm not ready. One.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
One.
Exit. Come on, the ball.
Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, me and you all day. Three. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, it's Lewis. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Where are they, team? Check three.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Mariota. He wants it all for the and it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Run.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, 55. Move. 55. Pistol.
Under 10. Under 10.
Hurry.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Jackson. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. And Walker has it. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And when they fake it, maybe they're not looking for a touchdown here, probably just a first down. They got a little more than they bargained for.
Exactly right, because that's all you're aiming for. Pick up the first down, get your offense back on the field. Instead, the offense doesn't have to worry about it because they got 6 on that play.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Mark 55! Mark 55!
Hey, Haywood!
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Now Lewis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 25 yards. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes our score 17-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mike. 180.
In your face.
Regular.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mayfield now. And an alley to run. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 26 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Point it right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Henry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, Alpha. Hurry. Mike, check. 59. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be in. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls